Gabriel.
Dillion
He
Gabriel,
completed
okay.
8 of his first 9 passes,
Yes.
threw a pick 6, bad decision.
Gabriel has been very good so far. And this one is picked off and going back the other way.
After the game, he made some very, very interesting comments.
It's just part of it. You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors. And I totally understand that. My job is to compete. And that's what I'm focused on doing.
You remember at Oregon, what
Yeah.
the head coach said when they played Colorado?
Media loves this story. We fall all over ourselves. But Colorado isn't important in college football. They don't matter.
Rooted in substance, not flash. Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins. There's a difference, right? There's a difference. Right? This game ain't gonna be played in Hollywood. It's gonna be played on the grass. Right? It's gonna be played on the grass.
Right.
Who was the
Oh,
quarterback?
yeah.
Who was the quarterback?
Okay.
We're now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
And so yesterday, the Cleveland Brown fans and Shedeur fans and everybody else that was curious had a sneak peek into the Dillion Gabriel experience. And it didn't disappoint.
I think Dillion Gabriel actually played well. He played well. You know, what he did those first few driving the team down the field. He made some really good throws. He was poised in the pocket.
Gabriel looking across the middle, connecting. That's Davis into Eagles territory.
Obviously, the pick 6 for one.
Gabriel has been very good so far. And this one is picked off and going back the other way.
He has to see that there are 2 people. Somebody ran the wrong route. 2 people in the same place never happens. There always has to be spacing on all concepts when it comes to running routes. So as a quarterback, you have to see that.
And in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, Dillion Gabriel needed to go out there and dominate.
Been in competition.
Huh?
When has he ever been in competition? He wasn't gonna beat Justin Herbert out, so he wasn't in competition. When was the last time Dillion Gabriel was in a quarterback competition? Yeah, go ahead and sip your tea, coffee, whatever that is, latte.
That's my little latte. That's my little latte.
Yeah, go ahead and sip that. So now back to our originally scheduled programming.
Right,
When
go
was
ahead.
the last time Dillion Gabriel was in a quarterback competition?
I
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're talking about somebody that was taken in the 3rd round, somebody that's been getting all the 1st and 2nd team reps over Shedeur Sanders.
Or how do you maximize the time when you're not getting the reps? What do you do to kind of take advantage of that?
I'll say just have a deeper level of understanding because I know whenever I get my opportunity, I gotta maximize it. I just gotta think about what I could do to get better, even if I'm not getting reps, and it's no problem.
Dillion Gabriel.
Dillion
He
Gabriel,
completed
okay.
8 of his first 9 passes,
Yes.
threw a pick 6, bad decision. After the game, he made some very, very interesting comments.
It's just part of it. You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors. And I totally understand that. And my job is to compete. And that's what I'm focused on doing.
That I'm gonna give Dillion Gabriel a little grace, a little understanding, because I don't think a college kid coming in as a rookie in the NFL would take that kind of shot at a teammate that he's competing with for a job.
I disagree with you. I think he was taking a shot at Shedeur.
You think so?
When have we ever thought about the media, those beat writers as entertainers? We've heard his coach, he was on the team when he said they're celebs.
Wait, but you can't tie him and his coach together as if they have the same mind, as if they're one. You
Name
can't-
the time you've ever heard someone say there are entertainers and there are competitors, and I'm here to compete. Tell me the time. Game, Ocho, you got to realize now you're right there in that moment. Sometimes when emotion is high, logic is low. And you feeling good is, they're entertainers and I'm and competitors, and I'm here to compete. Oh, he's like, oh.
They don't pay you just to go out there and throw the pigskin. They pay you to be entertaining when you do it.
Right. Okay. Listen. Let's say he's taking a shot at Shedeur, right? At what point has he been an entertainer? He's a football player as well.
That's what football is. Entertainment.
Yeah, it's an entertainment.
Everybody
sport.
is entertainers.
Right. Yeah, you're right. It's an entertainment sport.
And so I think he put his foot in his mouth in more ways than one. And then after the game, he tried to go ahead and clean it up.
You in this room are entertainers, and you have a job to do, and I respect it, right? And I'm a competitor, so I have a job to do as well. And I think, just understanding that, that's how I've lived by, and I've said that multiple times. So definitely not a new quote, but something that I've definitely said before.
If it meant nothing by that, nobody would have said anything about it. Nobody would not even bat it an eye. Plus, we've heard this before. Okay. And sometimes it seeps out when you've been around people and they perceive other people as that. If you're not careful, you'll repeat what you've heard someone say about someone.
Okay, I see where you're going with it. Okay.
He didn't have to say that. I don't know what he thinks Shedeur is there to do. I believe two things. They're not mutually exclusive.
Right.
Floyd Mayweather was an entertainer.
Yes.
But he was a competitor.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, they're entertainers, but they're competitors. Steph Curry, all that dancing and turning around, he shoot the shot and he don't even look at it before it goes in. That's entertainment, but he's a damn fierce competitor.
Yes.
So to try to make those two things mutually exclusive is just not true.
Watching the game from a pure standpoint of two guys going at it, two guys that were drafted in the same draft, one drafted in the 3rd round being Dillion Gabriel and the other drafted in the 5th round being Shedeur Sanders. Watching it just as a pure competition, Dillion Gabriel went out there and he competed. He put on a pretty good performance. But in my eyes and a lot of other people's eyes, not good enough to justify him being above Shedeur Sanders. And definitely not good enough to keep Shedeur Sanders from getting some of those 1st and 2nd team reps. But those are my thoughts on it anyways. Make sure you guys go ahead and keep the conversation going on down below, and I'm going to try to be as active in there as well. Go ahead and let me know how y'all feel about this one. Do y'all think Dillion Gabriel showed enough to justify him being above Shedeur Sanders, or do you think that Shedeur Sanders needs to come back for that final week, the 3rd week, put on another good performance to justify him being above Dillion Gabriel? I know how I feel about it at least, but go ahead and let me know how y'all feel about it. And make sure you go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And as usual, peace and chaos.